Hello, and welcome to the 2023 Spass 2v2 Open, first ever Team Cuz vs. Team Niles. I'm your host, John Cockhan, co-hosted here by Bob Builder. How are we feeling today, Bob?
First ever 2v2. I'm very excited to see how these teams play. Both four really good players. All right, let's introduce the cast here. On Team Cuz, we have Will Hammond and Andrew Hines. Will looking just jacked. Good looking guys.
Gorgeous guys. Team Niles here, Joseph Homa and Ethan Niles. Two great looking guys here.
Yep.
We just have a star-studded cast for us today. I'm
Absolutely.
super excited. Here we go, hole 1, par 3, 220 feet. Look at our whole sponsor today, Van Jager. What do you got to say about Van Jager?
Let me just tell you, when you hear his voice come through your speakers, it's a spiritual experience. You're questioning a lot when you hear that.
It really is. He has a gorgeous voice, and we're going to be talking about him all throughout the course today, and super excited. Let's see, I think Team Cuz is here to start. Andrew, throwing the buzz here, a little more composure than the last time we saw him. How do you feel about Andrew?
Andrew just loves that disc, and I will say about the composure. I mean, look at him taking that first practice shot. Didn't go so well for him last time when he didn't take it. Let's see how he improves.
Starting it out right.
Yep, that's just kind of the shot you want to see. Just a little spike hyzer, drop right past the basket. It looks like should be a good tap in.
That is a very good shot from Hines there. That opens up a lot for Will Hammond here, throwing a banshee. Going backhand, he is a forehand predominant player, but how do we feel about Will here today?
I just like watching this guy play. He comes up, he gets the gallery all rowdy. It's just like Aiden Anderson. You just love seeing him come out.
He is a gorgeous player.
Yep, and not even a bad backhand from a predominant forehand player.
No, not at all.
Joe Homa throwing the judge. Now this guy is a legend. Have you heard the rumors about him taking on the Disc Brothers at Sussex?
I heard he was by himself.
It was a single-handed 1v3 he took on the Disc Brothers, and
that's a tough task for a lot of people.
Task.
That threesome right there of the Disc Brothers is hard to take down, and I mean he did that by himself. And Ethan Niles here looking gorgeous.
Forehand on this hole, it takes real skill, but if there's any man to do it, it is Ethan Niles.
Yeah, yep. Niles has a beautiful forehand. We're gonna be seeing that a lot today, and honestly, he is a great putter too. Homa here for birdie just below.
You got to think maybe that was a layup. It wasn't a great run if it was, but either way, they're in for par for sure. Let's see if Ethan can secure the birdie, and he does.
Nice
wow,
birdie.
Just a great single-handed birdie to open up on hole 1.
And look at Team Cuz here. I mean, Hines threw a beautiful shot, basically a tap in here for birdie to start. We're about to see 1 under to 1 under, and there it is. We're off to a great start already. You got to expect that out of the players. I mean, a good hole like that, birdie. We're hopefully going to be seeing a lot of that today. And on to hole 2.
With these 4 athletes playing, you got to think it's going to be some crazy scores. You're going to see, we're 1 under through 1. You got to think a theme starting.
Low scores for sure today. Super excited to see that. Hopefully some ace runs. I think we'll have a few ace runs by these players. I mean, you got these shorter holes, and hopefully they can throw some good ones here.
Andrew Hines with the zone. If there's 2 discs that Andrew Hines throws, it's the zone and the buzz. And he's locked in with both. Let's see how he does here on hole 2.
Oh, and it doesn't look like it's going to turn over. That'll be left.
Just left he didn't power it enough. The angle control, he's usually on, but let's see if Will can pick up his slack. Now, is he on forehand with a
forehand buzz? It's not a traditional play we see, but it looks like it's on a great line. On the wind, taking it.
It's a little far right, but you know what? If anyone can make that putt, it's Team Cuz.
It is. Team Cuz can drop those putts. Kind of an open door here for Team Niles. Homa here throwing a judge. Let's see if he can get one close, kind of put some pressure on the long. Ooh.
Little low.
Just low and left.
But Niles making that long putt last time. Let's see. Now, Niles going backhand here is an interesting
backhand,
call.
Yeah. I'm not too sure about this play here, but looks like we got some chatter.
Sure.
Yep, looks like his teammates saying, hey, let's stick to our strength, throw that forehand destroyer here. And that's what he's good at, so let's see how he handles that.
I will say great call from Joseph Homa, checking his teammate, telling him to throw the forehand. It wasn't a great shot, but I think it was the right call.
Yeah, I agree too. I think it kind of just got Niles' head there, caused him to leave it out a little right, but they have a putt here for birdie, and
oh, wow.
God.
All right.
He's good at hitting those changes, that's for sure.
I mean, if he's going to miss, it's going to be a run,
Yes.
Ethan Niles isn't one to lay up.
Nope.
Now, let's see if Team Cuz can capitalize.
Spin putt, interesting putting form by Will that we're seeing today. Something we haven't really seen on this channel yet before. And I kind of like it so far. It looked like it had a good line, just a little low, but Hines digging that foot in the ground, ready to make this birdie.
It was a good run. Andrew Hines always aggressive with that, and especially with Will Hammond laid up, that's the right call.
Gotta respect that play.
Absolutely.
Par, something we really weren't expecting to see a lot of today, but there it is. And hey, 2023 Wisconsin State Fair, August 3rd through the 13th. You got your tickets. I got my tickets. I mean, you'll probably be there all week, right?
I think every single day you will see me there. I heard we got a lot of great animals showing up this year. I heard we have the cow, we have the chicken. I think the pig might make an appearance.
Pigs will be there. I heard we even have some sheep, some
Oh,
llamas.
the sheep showing up.
Yep, it
Wow.
will be a star-studded card at the State Fair. Make sure you get your tickets now and head over as soon as possible, starting Thursday, August 3rd. And here we are, hole 3, par 3, 220, dogleg left. Players, I mean, you got to think they're going backhand hyzer here. There's really not a big option to go forehand through that left side, but Andrew with the buzz. I mean, what else would we have saw here from him?
Nothing. I mean, Spike Heiser buzz, that's Heinz's go-to.
Started out a little right. It looked like it flattened out more than he wanted it to, but
A little bit, but I mean, with Andrew Heinz's just strength, it's going to be a common theme.
Yes.
And he's
Yep.
just jacked.
He is a very strong human being. I mean, in all places, let's be honest.
Oh,
Will
absolutely.
here, backhand, just hugging that tree line a little too much, it looks like, and probably gonna be a little left.
Making a lot of work on that backhand, though. Will also being a forehand player, making those backhand improvements is going to be huge for him.
That was fun there to see Niles cheer on his teammate. throw it.
Absolutely.
You know, a flip over, a putter. It's not what you like to see out of a shot from Homa, but it's good to see that Niles is kind of hyping him up. You know, a team named Niles, they really didn't think much about that one, obviously. And
Confidence out of Joe Homa might be a little lacking, but I mean, it's good to see Ethan Niles helping that a little bit. And look at the gallery.
Wow. It's great to see us, having our fans come out here and watch us live. We will be posting when the next match will be for all of our fans to come out and watch, like Van Yeager out there today. I mean, gotta love the kid coming out supporting, and birdie putt here for Team Niles. And the putting just doesn't seem to be on for Joe Homa right now. And
Ethan Niles off of basket again. Like I said on hole 2, he doesn't miss the basket. You know, it might not go in, but he doesn't miss.
yeah, he's always gonna give it a run, no matter if it's high, low, and he's gonna hit something.
Absolutely.
That's for sure. Hines there missing just to the left. Big pressure putt here to put some pressure on Team Niles. Oh, off the top.
Now, par 2 holes in a row, definitely not what I would have expected out of these teams.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Whoa. Oh. Wow. The editors knew what they were doing with that one.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, that's quite a sight to see there, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever said this in my entire life, but I'm gonna have to thank Andrew Hines for the erection.
Yeah.
It's been the first one in a lot of years.
Years.
I don't know, John. I haven't
only imagine.
I haven't had this feeling. Let me say, my wife hasn't gotten this experience in a few years. Let me just say that.
Well, hey, I'm sorry for your wife. I mean, hey, shout out Bob Builder's wife. Obviously, I feel bad for you. I'm sorry. And
Well, let's just hole 4, 155 feet. I'm gonna have to lead this one to you.
Van
I might need a
Yeager,
second.
Van Yeager, hole sponsor. Obviously, we love our hole sponsors here at Gulpers TV. Hey, you good over there, Bob?
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Yep.
Van Yeager, again, shout out Van for sponsoring today's video, all the holes, just everything in general. We're super excited. I mean, Van's got a show coming up here. I heard we're gonna see that later. And Will with a good run.
Backhand player with a buzz too. Just a great shot out of Will. Now Andrew Hines with the forehand.
Doing that instinct. We don't see that a lot out of him.
But maybe we should start seeing it more.
Yes.
2 runs out of Team Cuz. You got to think Team Niles gets in their head a little bit after that performance. Let's see how Joe does.
155 feet should just be a layup here, but left again. Homa seems to be off his game today. It's pretty rare. I mean, when the cameras do come on and you get that crowd following you, obviously the pressure builds. And that could definitely be what's happening for Team Niles here today.
That looks like it could skip right under. We'll see. They might have to have a putt, but with Ethan Niles running it, you got to think,
Yep.
okay, looks like they did.
Interesting take taking Homa's. I
Yes.
feel like Niles has looked a little bit better off the box. Obviously, we weren't up there to see where it landed, but
Off the basket again.
this kid is unreal.
Four holes.
He hits everything but the chains.
Absolutely. 4 holes, 4 baskets, 1 went in. Team Niles, 1 under. Both teams
Yeah.
1 under.
I mean, this is a big moment in Team Cuz. They really want to make this birdie. Take that 1-up lead. You got to think that eventually Team Niles' putts are going to drop, so...
There it
that's-
is. Yep.
And that's what Andrew Hines does.
Absolutely. He's out of all these guys, he might be the veteran of the crew, and he's showing it right here. You know, it's not gonna lose that opportunity.
No.
You got to make that putt.
Eventually, you got to put your foot down and say, we need to make this birdie. Take the lead, put some pressure on Team Niles, which they have. And here we are, hole 5, par 3, 218 feet. This is a tougher hole. I mean, forehand, it's hard. You got trees along the left. You don't want to get stuck over there. And you got a big guard tree on the right. basically blocking any sort of hyzer play that's coming in with any good luck. And Will's going backhand Banshee here. Like the play. He's been throwing backhand pretty good today. Let's see what he does.
Oh, I like that little flex. That should skip right under. That looks parked. I think that's parked.
It seems a little short, but I mean, for Team Cuz, that's a putt they can make, and you got to think Hines is going to give it a run here.
Looks like he left it a little low, but also should be within putting range for Team Cuz.
Yep.
2 great shots. Let's see how Team Niles responds.
You got to think Team Cuz really just wants to keep on the gas pedal, keep making birdies, and not give Team Niles a chance to come back in this match.
Looks like
I dialed that one in.
Yes, absolutely. And Niles, also not an awful shot. You know, that those trees on the left can be intimidating, but it does stop your shot.
Yep.
If you're in there, you might have a putt. Let's see.
He's pretty close here, probably about 15 feet.
Wow, that's an aggressive spin putt.
Very aggressive putt there.
I like it though. And Team Cuz, birdie, both by Andrew Hines. Great putt of that guy.
That's a must make there, because look at this tap in here by Joe.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's just a good hole by the fellas there, and there's a little.
Oh, and that's the slow mez if I've ever seen it.
Yeah. Slow mez pro, no mez is what we call that here.
Yep. Hey, and I think I'm watching this from.
Really pulling for team. What's your team name? Hines? Team Hines? Whatever Hines is on. You got to rep the state fair.
Hey, it's team.
My favorite player. It's all them. It's all them. They're dialed in. They're dialed in.
And he's got Team Cuz. I kind of like that. I mean, that's a good prediction by Van there. Obviously, they are 3 under to 2 under right now, and they've been looking a lot better, I would say, than Team Niles. Putting has been phenomenal. Well, I shouldn't say phenomenal, but putting has been on for Team Cuz more than has Team Niles. And here we are, hole 6, par 3, 232. Not much coming into play here. Kind of just go right at it. Have some fun. Take whatever shot you want to have. And hopefully we'll see some close shots here.
I think another interesting shot out of Will Hammond. I would have liked to see the forehand here, but let's see what he can do with the backhand.
Yeah, you know, I'm surprised we have been seeing so much backhand out of him today, and that was a great run. I mean, it was a great shot, but again, with the 12 speed, you're gonna get that skip at the end, which is gonna leave them outside of circle 1 most likely, and hopefully Hines puts this close. Can't tell.
Looked like he left it a little bit right, and that's just the muscles coming into play. You know, like, he doesn't know how strong he is. You know, we can see it.
Yes, we can definitely see that. Joe Homer going judge once again, and he's been leaving it out left
all day. And he's a strong kid. He has the opportunity to flip it over. He's just got to really trust the disc. I think that's what it comes down to. Ethan Niles with the forehand. I like that. It's going to skip a little right.
Ooh. I think they'll be in a good position from there, but again, you got to take into account the skip when you're throwing a 12 speed on a 232-foot hole.
Exactly.
I mean, I think some of the players in this, they didn't take that into consideration here today, and as you can see, the skip from Wills did go very deep, giving them an outside circle 1 putt. Hines giving a good run there, but not enough.
No, and honestly, that's a tough comeback putt. You got to think Will is a little nervous, and leaves it a little low.
Not a bad decision from there, though. You don't want to be too long and have a comeback putt that's hard to make. With the pressure on, not a bad play. And Team Niles can't catch a break here putting.
No,
anything I would say outside of 15, 20 feet hasn't fallen for them all day. We're just okay.
Now, did we have any official refs there to check the PDGA handbook? Because I'm not actually sure that's legal. We're going to have to come back to that one.
It looks like there's just discs flying around out there. And
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what kind of happened after this, because it is still a close match. Anybody's game right now, so not quite sure what we were doing on that hole, but we'll kind of let that one slide there.
Sure.
Here we are, leaderboard.
Team Cuz 3 under, Team Niles 2 under. It's a really tight race coming into the last 3 holes of Spass, and what a beautiful course too.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the most beautiful, pristine courses in all of Wisconsin, and we're just blessed enough to be able to get out here to film here, have a great time, watch some of the best players in Wisconsin, even in the world, throw some discs around here, and it's just been a fun series we've been beginning here at GulpersTV. Hopefully going to be doing more of these type videos, you know, matches, different opens, anything that we can really do here.
Absolutely. Will Hammond coming with a forehand buzz again. Let's see.
Might be fading out a little
Yeah.
right.
But forehanding a mid-range is so hard.
It's a tough shot.
That's a great shot. And Andrew looks like it's a little right. Fading back though.
Either way, they'll probably be inside circle 1, but they will have a putt.
Absolutely.
They will have a putt.
Let's see if Joe can really focus on that.
And this is a moment Team Niles has to start attacking here. They've kind of been on that downslope where they've been very dormant, you know, laying just outside or just inside circle 1, and Gosh, Niles. It's been a rough day for the kid. On the tee box, he's been fine, and putting, I mean, he's been putting great, just none of them have been falling all
And
day.
you can tell he was upset about that, threw the head back a little bit. Let's just see if he can bring it in, just make the putt, get back on track.
Looks like the wind was blowing here. They're trying to wait it out, but PDGA rules say you got to play it no matter what.
Absolutely.
And it looks like they're having a little controversy with Team Cuz over there, and it's good to see that. You know, competitors going at it, you know, that's how it should be out here. We're all having fun and just taking things serious. But, I mean, the fact that that one wasn't even close to hitting basket is...
Niles has not missed basket all day.
He is frustrated.
Very.
And we're just throwing discs around here. Once again, next match we'll have to check the rule books. I mean, we shouldn't be able to do this in a match, like pretty intense match here today.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a lot on the line here. Oh, and Will shoves it down the throat.
And he's showing us why that spin putt is just something to be reckoned with.
Yeah, yep. All right, well, hey, that's through 7 holes here. And oh, hey, would you look at that? Van Yeager, August 26th from 12 to 3 p.m. at the Aspen Sky Winery. There's some of his songs on the screen right there. And we love Van Yeager over here at GulpersTV. He's got phenomenal music. He's out on all platforms. I mean, you listen to him all the time, right, Bob?
Absolutely. I believe I have every single one of his songs downloaded to my phone. I'm actually going to Costa Rica pretty soon, and I'm going to be listening to that the whole plane ride.
Oh yeah, just
Absolutely.
on repeat. You love to hear that. It's all the only music we really listen to over here. at
What else
GulpersTV.
really is there to listen to?
That's very true.
Hole 8, Team Niles down 2 with 2 holes left. You got to think that they're running it at all times. They got to make a hole in one to come back here.
If Team Cuz makes a birdie here, it's over. They need to make a birdie here if you're Team Niles, if not an ace. There's just not a lot of options at this point. You got 2 more par 3s. It's coming down to the wire here.
Andrew Hines leaving a little right, Will leaving a little left. Actually, that does skip in really
Yeah.
close. You got to think Team Niles is really going to get aggressive here.
Yes, they have to. Sticking with that judge all day, he's been throwing it.
And he hasn't zoned it in yet. You got to
Left
think
it
it's
out
getting
left.
better, but I think we're going to be seeing Joe Homa out in the field the next few days. I think after a
Yes.
performance like this, he really reins it in.
Next match he'll be in, he'll probably be back to his normal state. Playing once you get normalized to those cameras, just the stress of having a big crowd out there. Obviously, I mean, it's just a lot of pressure gets on you.
Absolutely. Look at that gallery. That's just this actually is a record that gallery day for
It is. It is.
GulpersTV.
Yep. Birdie there for Team Cousin. That is about as daggers get,
Yep.
as
That
they
one's
say in
sunk
Jamaica. Yeah. And look, a good shot here from Team Niles, but at this point it's not going to do them much throwing as many discs in there as they can. And oh, is this Mitch Gobler out here today? Good to see Mitch. I mean, he's looking great, lifting, and see what he's got to
Who's winning
say.
the match?
Gus.
What are the teams?
Hines and Will versus Niles and Homa. My bad.
I'll still go Hines and Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good choice. Yeah.
And that's a good prediction.
Absolutely.
I mean, he knew that Hines and Will were going to be in the lead anyways, and he was right. They got 2 strokes up right now. We got 500 to 300 last hole. Miracles need to happen here, Bob.
I mean, to say that Team Cuz is in the driver's seat is an understatement. I don't think Team Niles is even in the same car. It's going to be a tough finish unless they can put an ace in, or Team Cuz has a bogey, which is fairly unlikely.
Very rare, especially with how they've been playing these last few holes. And Will left it out left.
Yeah.
So that's no gimme.
No.
And
And
Hines,
Spike Heiser.
Spike
What
Heiser.
else is there for this guy?
I always find interesting the disc choice on a Spike Heiser like this, and you heard that whiz by. What a
Oh.
great sound. But I feel like a Buzz, he throws it great, don't get me wrong, but I feel like some of the times you're throwing a Spike Heiser like that, see, just short, you might not always get that distance. So always an interesting play out of Hines there. Need a run here.
I don't mind the putter play, but if you're going for a run, you gotta think you pick something that might skip in with a low
Yeah.
ceiling. Keeping a putter through there would be a very impressive ace.
Like this play out of
I
Niles
love
here.
this play.
And just not the throw they were looking for. And I think, unfortunately, that's going to do it.
Yeah.
There needs to be some crazy thing. And they know.
Yeah,
They know.
Will already celebrating. I mean, you got to think that gives them just the confidence
Yeah.
to. I mean, they could lay up and still probably take it.
But the fans here still definitely want to see a birdie run. I mean, Hines gave a great run here, and hopefully Will does the same thing. Oh, and just right. And
2 pretty good
Yeah.
runs.
like we said, the fans wanted to see something there. And unfortunately for them, they came all the way out here to watch this and didn't really get the best run there on that last hole for Team Cuz. But Niles here, end with a bang. Can they make a birdie? And we're just throwing discs around.
hole 7, hole 8, and hole 9 now. We're just throwing discs all around. This is an official competition. I don't really see what we're doing here.
It is over, but and can he hit any more baskets without it going in?
Ethan Niles did not miss the basket one time. And you gotta think the next time we see him out here, all those are going in, or at least most of them. We're gonna see a great performance out of him. And Team Cuz parring to win.
Just a phenomenal match we watched today, and you saw the etiquette out of the Team Niles. They were tapping it in before they could make their par to win, and love all around. Look at these guys shaking it up. I mean, what a phenomenal match we witnessed today. There will be a lot more to come. Saying hi to the fans, obviously. We shout out all of our fans coming out, watching all of our competitors play, and look at them. This is great. You don't get this in a lot of sports out there, and getting to meet up with the players afterwards. It's just a great experience for everyone involved.
This is why when you hear that we have a competition going on, you should come out and join it and meet the pros and really get to know them. And then when you come out to the courses, you can see them play, and it just becomes more of a romantic kind of thing between you guys.
It is. It really is. Oh, we love more romanticism out here at GulpersTV, that's for sure, Bob. But hey, final leaderboard, 500 to 300, Team Cuz takes it home. Shout out our whole sponsor, Van Yeager, once again. And honestly, a big special thanks to everyone who's helped out with all these GulpersTV videos. Andrew Hines, Tony Loberger, Van Yeager, Lazy Baits Co., one of our sponsors from last videos. Joe Homa, Wisconsin State Fair, make sure you get to the fair. Will Hammond, Bob Builder, and John Cockhan, we got in there. Hey, isn't that nice? Ethan Niles, and hey, something that we're starting new, GulpersTV Patreon. Join us today at that Instagram right there. And I think we got one more little special treat there. Aiden Anderson.
Not too important. We weren't missing much.
They put him down there for a reason, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
John Cockhan and Bob Builder out.